grinding, grinding. You don't wanna keep it alive. Boom, bottom, better stay in line when you see a nigga like me shining. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Mm. Let me fix it, let me fix it, let me fix it. That's not fixed, it's not fixed, it's not fixed. Oops. So you can see me, so people can find me. Nobody's in here. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. I don't know if anybody's going to hop in or not, but I am back at work, and so that means I'm going to have to hop in and make this money, honey, here pretty soon. I can't be on live for too long, but I did want to mention... how my second date went for those that were invested earlier. Wow. So earlier today, I got stood up. Don't know why. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did wrong. Sorry. But I definitely got stood up. I was cute-ish, I suppose. And I'll try to be. I thought it was cute. And I guess the guy, he saw me and was like, she's not cute enough, I guess. I don't fucking know. But he definitely stood me up. That's okay. I ended up going on live earlier today to explain kind of what happened. So if anybody is confused, you're more than welcome to check that live out. But I just got back from another date, not the same guy, a different guy. I thought he was older. He's not. He is 42, which is a bit younger than what I was anticipating, but nice guy, super sweet, super respectful, like didn't make an awkward comment to make everybody feel uncomfortable like a lot of guys end up doing. It was just really, really cool. We talked about a lot of stuff. I try to steer clear of religion and politics on a first date because nobody wants to do that. You want to go on a first date to have fun and get to know the person and like stuff or whatever. But the conversation was so good that it ended up just veering off into that. And I'm kind of glad that it did, so that way I can know a little bit more about him and where his spiritual connection starts and stops. That's always a good thing to kind of get a feel of, because where how someone feels about God and a relationship with a higher power can tell you a lot about how they feel about themselves and how they're going to end up treating you in the long run. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I did not tell him about my YouTube channel. I did not tell him about my audio. Well, yeah, I did tell him about the YouTube channel, but I didn't like advertise it or anything like that. Um, let's see what else. Um, I don't know. He was really respectful. He was really nice. He was very kind. I did pay for my drinks, but I only had one drink. And I did pay for my drink. But that's because, like, hey, sir, I don't know you. I don't know what you're about. This is really just a meetup. It's not really a date. So I pay when it comes to things like that. Um, it just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, it was good. Um, we met up at a bar and there was a live band playing, and he's 42 and I'm 39. So we were both like, "Do you want to go outside?" So, yay, you don't like loud shit either. You actually want to talk to me and get to know me instead of, getting to know the band that's playing or whatever. And, the band, it was okay. It was they were a decent band. Not necessarily the music that I would personally listen to, but it was a good band. So we went outside. We had I the beer that I ordered. I can't even remember what the name of the beer is, but I looked at the bartender. I'm like, "I want your hoppiest beer. Give me your hoppiest beer on draft." And he just kind of looked at me like, "So you like beer? Okay, cool. I'm going to have what she's having." I'm like, "All right, cool. So we can enjoy a beer together. Not drink a beer together. Enjoy a beer together." So that was good. Um, he did not say anything inappropriate to me, and I am so not used to that. He actually had more words in his vocabulary than something that would be triggering to a woman. um, I don't know. He was cool. I don't remember exactly what height he said he was on his profile. Yes, online dating. I don't remember what he said his height was, but I lie about my height too. I'm not. I'm not 5'4". If you're a short king and you're like, "Ooh, she's 5'4", when you see me in person, you're gonna feel so much better about everything. I wear lifts in my shoes and I was still shorter than him. So it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. He's a short king, but I love it because he's still taller than me. What else? Hmm. Um, he quit smoking cigarettes, so that's good. Yes, I smoke cigarettes, but I don't want to necessarily be with a smoker because it's a bad habit. And I actually need to quit. And so it would behoove me to be with someone who isn't a smoker, so that way it'll be a lot easier for me to quit when I do end up quitting. Let's see what else. Um, I could tell he was a little bit nervous. I'm a nervous bird too. I'm a little nervous Nelly as well. So it kind of made things a little bit balanced out because he was awkward and I was awkward. But as soon as I peeped that he was going to be awkward, I was like, "Oh, it's okay. I'm awkward too." Ah! So we'll have fun. And we did. We really did. I think my awkwardness made him feel a lot better. We did end up exchanging phone numbers. I don't give my phone number out to random people. On the dating profile thing, I did put, "Hey, like, I'm not gonna exchange phone numbers until we meet in person. I don't want a pen pal." I don't want a pen pal. Like, meet me, please. I'm looking for my husband. Where is he? So, and he was cool with that. He was like, I'm so glad that right off the rip, you were like, let's meet up. So that was cool. Is that a deer? Oh my God, y'all, it's a deer. Mm. Do you see him? Do you see the deer? I don't know if you can see it or not. He's just chilling. Hey, deer. I thought it was gonna be like kind of a statue because he was not moving. Look, he moving. It's real. Oh, he dipped the fuck out. He was like, you know what? This is too much. This lady is sitting here recording me. I'm just a little deer. I'm just gonna run away. He's gone. The deer went away. But anyways, it was cool. It was really, I'm not used to having like a real person date where he looks big. That's right, E1H. Who looked big? Oh, the deer? Yeah. I would have loved to have caught that out in the wild. I'm at work right now. So if I were to take my shotgun out and kill it, I think I might get in trouble. I would definitely get in trouble because I don't have a license to hunt out here. So I would definitely get in trouble. That was a big buck. Mm-hmm. But any whores, that's dinner for a while. You know what? I bet you I could have ate off of them back straps for at least a week or two. That was a big boy. That was a big boy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, back to this date though. This guy, he was real cool. It was really cool connecting with someone who's just as awkward as me. We started talking. I try to stay away from religion and politics. We ended up talking about um, the book of Enoch, and it turned out that he has the book of Enoch on PDF on his phone, and I was like, I love that. And then he was born in, or he spent some time as a child in Germany. And I know a little bit of German, expressen Sie sich. So I'm talking to him in German, and he's like, "Ich liebe." No, I don't do that. I don't remember. Then he said he's more likely to to know more in Arabic than, well, like Egyptian Arabic than in German. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I'm like, what do you know? Shukran. He taught me shukran. That means thank you. And he pulled out his wallet and he had these phrases written down in his wallet. I'm like, I think I'm sitting here in my head like, is this my husband? Did he pick me up finally? Lord have mercy, did my husband finally come and pick me up? Is this you, sir? Because listen, you guys, hold on. I'm getting it. I'm getting it together. Hold on. Okay, you guys, listen. This is my brain. I call this my brain. You'll see it in my videos every now and again, but this is my brain. This has got all of the important informations of everything that I have to do all the time in it. Like, this is my brain. And he has a brain in his wallet. And then he was like, no, I carry around a notebook too. I'm like, you carry a notebook and I carry a notebook and it's our brains? That's cool. I'm happy for you. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. I got stood up earlier today. We were supposed to go to Jamba Juice. And then he changed the location at the last minute and then to Main Squeeze. And I got to Main Squeeze and he was not there. And I sat and I waited for like 45 minutes. I got me a big old juice. I'm not a juice person, but I got me a big old juice and I was sitting there waiting and waiting. He never showed up. I'll show you what I'm wearing. I don't think that I'm wearing anything too revealing. I'm a big proponent of when I meet you for the first time, first impressions are everything. I don't wear makeup on a regular basis. I'm not against makeup, but I don't wear it on a regular basis. So if we're meeting up for the first time, you need to know what the hell I look like for real. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want to scare you whenever you see me for the first time without makeup. So, like, and my hair is in freeform locks. I don't get it manicured or anything, but I brush it back. Like, it's fine. I don't look wild and crazy. This was the outfit that I was wearing. And right now I'm sitting down, so it's riding up a little bit, but it drops just below my knees or just above my knees. So I'm not to review. You can't see any of my tattoos. And I have several. They're all covered up. They're all covered up. You don't see none of my tattoos. So it's not like I was dressed inappropriately. It's not like I was, to go to a juice bar and at 4 p.m. Am I too inappropriate? I don't know. But I think he saw me. I think he came up there and saw me and left. And I don't know why, because I don't have like a bunch of pictures with me wearing makeup in my dating profile. Like 70% of those pictures are of me without makeup on. So please understand that when you see me for the first time, I'm not going to have on makeup. So I don't understand why I got stood up that first time or why I got stood up earlier today. But the guy that I met up with, he did not stand me up, and he was really freaking sweet. He wasn't inappropriate. He didn't make any rude or crude comments. He didn't say anything about my butt. He didn't say anything about like, ooh, what that mouth do. He didn't do anything crazy. I love it here. I love it. I know the bar is so low. The bar is so low. Oh, well, you can't fix everybody's problem. His loss, not yours. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. That is right. That's right. Hell no, he didn't see you. You don't think he saw me? Somebody said that they were like, well, maybe you came on a bit too strong by like suggesting something, being the first one to just suggest meeting up. Because like not a lot of women do that. And so maybe he was just like, oh, well, like she wears pants or whatever. No, I know what the fuck I want. I'm going to tell you exactly what the hell I want. But if you feel like, oh, she beat me to the punch, then get your shit together. I don't know what else to tell. Am I wrong for that? Like, I don't want to be your pen pal. I want to actually meet you in person. So let's meet up in person. Hey, I'm off on Saturday. I'm off on Sunday. Or I'm actually at work right now. I picked up some extra hours, but like I'm off on such and such date. Do you want to meet up for a walk or do you want to go to a bar? I ask every guy that's in my first messages. We already matched. So clearly you like me, I like you. What's the problem? But somebody was like, no, you probably just came on a little bit too strong and he didn't know what to do or how to react to it. So he probably didn't even show up and unmatched with you when he realized, oh shit, she actually did show up and I didn't. So I don't know. Maybe that was it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the way you look or how you're dressed. Thank you. Thank you, that's right. Or maybe the dude was a flake. It very well could have been. Like, he very well could have. And I am a smoker. I do smoke cigarettes, and it is on my profile. But I was inside. I wasn't smoking a cigarette. So, like, I know that couldn't be it. But, yeah. I'm back at work. I told them I'd be back by, like, 11:30. It is 12:23. Break is in 30 minutes. Break time is in 30 minutes. I don't care. I'm here, okay? I'm getting hours, all right? And I was only really scheduled for like half the day. So they actually have me for extra hours. So it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, oh, I was showing my brains. So okay, this is my main brain. Mm. I think the last thing that I wrote in here was, yeah, interview at 2 p.m. with the outreach team. Saturday, 4 p.m. at Jamba Juice with the guy. And I put his phone number down because he gave me his phone number, but I didn't give him mine because I'm not giving you my phone number until I meet you. And then 10 p.m. Liquid Smoke with Duran. That was the last thing that I wrote in my brain. And then I bought two new brains. I'm going to show you guys my brains. So this is from Lila Grace. It's an 18-month agenda, August of 2026, but it goes through January of 2028. And it's a monthly and weekly planner. And it was $6.99. I'm in love with that price. And it says, with God, all things are possible. And I thought that was so cute. And like it's got all of the holidays, and then it starts off like with the monthly important dates, and then it goes into weekly and then notes, and it's really thick, so like I can get everything in here. And then I found this bigger one, which I figure I can do. So little known fact about me, I'm actually in the process, nobody knows this, not even on my channel, but I'm in the process of becoming a fitness instructor or a fitness coach. And I have a couple of clients, and their plans and stuff is in this book, which is my brain for everything else. So it kind of gets a little, there's a lot of stuff going on in my brain. So I need to start separating them. So this is a slightly bigger one where I can keep track of all of my clients that I'm working on right now. It just says flutter, bloom, shine, and it has butterflies on it. Butterfly on the back. And it's just blank pages. So I'm able to just get in there and write down like everyone's meal plan week by week, everybody's workout schedule week by week. There's some people have a couple of other things that I'm working on with them. It's a very comprehensive program that I'm building on my own. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about that because again, that's not something that anybody knows about. I haven't even put that up on my Patreon. So like literally nobody knows about it. So but I was so impressed that he had a brain too. I was like, you have a brain and I have a brain. We both have external brains. And we both think better when things are written down. I like that. I like that a lot. But, you know, it was a good date. It was a really good date. Yeah, it was a good date. I don't think I can stop smiling. I don't know. It was a good date. We're not putting all of our eggs in one basket. I'm still going out on other dates with other guys. You know, if this guy, like the one that stood me up earlier, if it's a good excuse, you know, I'll hear him out or whatever. Like, bro, I went out and he had this book in on one of his pictures with like a book lover shirt on, and I was like, I zoomed in on the book and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. So I went and ordered it on Amazon. I just got it. So like, I really did want to meet you, sir. Maybe these women play around a lot, and maybe, I don't know, if he has a good enough excuse, whatever, I'll hear him out. I'd like to meet up with him, but you know, if not, that's cool too. I've got other dates lined up, so it's fine. I guess. I don't know. I just it that really just bothered me that that guy stood me up. Like, why? What did I do? What did I do? Like, I wasn't even being weird or anything. I wasn't making any weird noises. I wasn't like sometimes a song will play in my head and I'll just be I'll just be kicking it. And I wasn't even doing that. So like I don't understand. I don't understand. Whatever. But anyways, I don't know why I'm putting my seatbelt on. I'm just going to park. But actually, you know what? I'm not about to park. I'm about to put this cigarette out and I'm about to change into my clothes. Because okay. And yes, I can change into my clothes with still being on live. It's fine. Y'all ain't finna see shit. But yeah, it was fun. And I'm excited to see him again actually. Um he was telling me about a waterfall out in Walter Hill. And I actually went to Walter Hill Elementary School in the second grade. I went to Reeves Rogers in the first grade. And I went to, right? I went to Reeves Rogers in the first grade. Second grade, I went to Walter Hill. Third grade, third, fourth, and half of fifth grade, I went to Casey Lane Academy. The rest of the fifth grade year, I went to Bradley Academy. And then, no, I didn't end up, sorry, third, fourth, and half of fifth, I went to Rockville Academy. Then I went to Bradley Academy. Then I went to Casey Lane Academy. There's a lot of academies in Murfreesboro. Went to Casey Lane Academy. And then I went to Blackman High School, then Riverdale High School, and then I graduated from Hallway High School. So, yeah, I went to a lot of schools, but I did go to Walter Hill for a year, second grade. And I remember a handful of things about Walter Hill. This has absolutely nothing to do about anything. But one thing I remember about Walter Hill was there was this girl named Sarah, and I didn't know it was her until way later on, but we ended up becoming friends in high school. And then I realized this was that bitch. I hated this little girl. Sarah told on me for something stupid. I don't even remember what it was, but I remember that I didn't like her after that. It was something real dumb. And she was like, you have to something. I don't fucking know. If I thought hard enough about it, I remember it, but then I'd just get upset. And so Sarah pissed me off. I remember that. And I also remember Roy the doo-doo boy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I wouldn't reach back out to that guy. You didn't show up on time to get a hold of you. I apologize if he's interested. Don't be so hard on yourself. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll try not to. I have a tendency of beat myself up because it's like I'm so used to getting beat up anyway. So it's just like I can take it better if I do it myself before somebody else does it. But you know, I'll try to keep that in mind, you know. I'll try to keep that in mind. But Roy the doo-doo boy, I don't know what was wrong with Roy, but Roy could not hold his bowels. Roy could not hold his bowels at all. And Walter Hill did not have like the type of special ed that Roy needed. And Roy would be sitting in class, we would be doing our spelling work, and Roy would just And we'd be like, nigga. Roy would just let it go. And so we would call him Roy the Doodle Boy. That was mean. I know. It was ugly. I had no business doing that. I was also in second grade. And the second grade was what, 1990 fucking 1, 2? They didn't have no fucking common sense back then. Shit. But yeah, Roy the Dude. I wonder what happened to Roy. I wonder how he is. But yeah. Shit. Yeah, 90, 92, 93. Second grade. I was like 5, 6. My mom lied on my school transcripts and on my birth certificate. Because in Wisconsin, I was already in school, but I was 3. And they wouldn't accept me in any school in Tennessee because I was too young. But I was already in school. And so my mom forged my birth certificate. I didn't know how old I was until I was like, shit, 11, 12. Yeah, that fucked me up a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. But then it was just kind of like, my mom, she's like real matter of factly. It's not like she was, lying to me about my age. They would just mention it at school. I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess that's how old I am. But I know whenever I confronted my mom about it, I know that she was like, no, I just lied. You needed to go to school. The fuck? I wasn't about to put you in preschool or daycare. Like, I was in kindergarten in Wisconsin at 3 because they allowed it. They had certain schools that would like focus on certain languages and stuff. They had one that focused on Polish. They had one that focused on German. They had one that focused on Russian, because a lot of Eastern European countries, like people from there, like landed in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee. So there was a whole lot of. Why do I keep trying to put my damn seatbelt on? There was a whole lot that was, that was over there, and it was cool. It was cool. I don't remember much about it, and that's not where I learned German. By the way, this is not where I learned German. At least I don't think. I don't know, because like the whole idea of it is you're at school longer than when you're with your parents. So if your parents want you to learn a different language, then you need to be in a school that's immersed in that language. So that's what they would do. So maybe, I don't know, maybe those formative years kind of have something kind of stick with me. But I like languages. I like just different languages, except for French. I hate French. Don't fucking talk to me about no fucking French. I hate that shit. That sounds like nails on a goddamn chalkboard to me. I hate it. I hate just shut the fuck up. No, that is not phonetically. Sorry. If you enjoyed the stream, double tap that screen, hit that shell. Oh my goodness. That's right. That's right. It's okay. I wasn't really expecting a whole lot of people to hop onto this live, but I know that there was quite a few that was on earlier, and they're gonna want to update. And it is a bit late, so I don't know. I figure, well, I'll just go ahead and do this video so that way in the morning time or whatever, whenever they wake up, if they ever wonder what happened with that. Here's the update. The second one went fine. And I'm in my regular work clothes now. So I'm ready to go back to work. I'm going to put this cigarette out. This is like the third time I put this cigarette out. I need to stop drinking all these damn Red Bulls and drink water. I've got like 3 bottles of water right here. Am I going to bring it into work? No. Am I going to buy some more Red Bulls? Probably. Do I need them? Absolutely not. Am I going to do it anyway? Yeah. Why? Because I'm hard-headed and I don't have a man. This is what happens when women turn about to turn 40 years old and they don't have no man. They make poor decisions. And so I need my husband to hurry up and figure out his life so he can pick me the fuck up because it's ghetto out here. And I need him to hurry up. I just need my husband to just hurry up. Figure out like your life, sir. Figure out what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And then come and pick me up so we can live happily ever after. I'm busy trying to build an empire for us. Okay? Okay, I hope that you're contributing too, my love. I hope that you're contributing, my love. I hope you're doing something to where that's going to contribute to our empire, okay? Because just because you come around don't mean that I'm going to stop working and doing my shit. You feel me? But you going to have your shit, husband, and I'm going to have my shit together, and we're going to bring our shit together, and we're going to build a fucking empire. It's going to be an empire. And if you're not on some fucking empire building type timing, I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I'm trying to build something for my kids. If you have kids, let's build something for them. You don't want your grandkids to have shit? You want your grandkids just out here struggling like us, trying to figure it the fuck out? That's what you want? That is so ghetto. That is ghetto, and I don't like it. Let's get this money. Let's get this money for us. Then let's get this money for these kids. Then let's get this money for they motherfucking kids. Because I will be damned if I'm 90 years old and some little 20-year-old great grandkid of mine come around talking about, Granny, you know I love you, right? How about a cool little $100 million? No, because he's going to have the skills to do it himself because I would have set him up for that shit. You don't want that for your great grandkid? I'll be damned. I'll be damned he come around doing some crazy shit like that. So, husband, I'm waiting. I've been subbed for a while. All right, that's right. I'll catch you later. Oh, Silva be on here talking that mad crazy shit. Silva, you crazy, bro. I see that the message has been retracted. I don't know what the hell you said, but I know it was wild as shit. Listen, Linda Luke. Ooh, break time finna. You know what? I told them I would be back before the next break. I mean, technically, I am back. Technically, I am back before the next break. I'm just not in the building. That's all. So, but yeah. Tonight was fun. Tonight was cool. Tonight was cool. I liked tonight. Tonight was fun. Is this guy my husband? I don't know. I don't know if he's my husband or not. But I'll tell you what. Hold on. Oh. I'll tell you what. He is so very respectful and kind that my future husband will look at him and be like, all right, cool. Thank you for keeping my lady occupied. Like, you seem like a cool dude and you didn't like make her flip the fuck out. So you didn't make it harder for me. So thank you, sir, for doing you. That's the type of dude that I'm trying to date right now. Those are the people that I'm trying to date right now. If you're not my husband, I need for my husband to be like, cool, I appreciate you, sir. Thanks for keeping her company. I'm here now. I will take over. I'm the husband. But cool. Respect my future husband, please. That's all I'm asking. Respect my future husband because guess what? Guess what? Your future wife, if I'm not her, your future wife will look at me and be like, you know what, bitch? Thank you. Thank you, bitch. Thank you. Thank you, bitch. So listen, I tell people all the time, that's my motherfucking superpower. Okay? That's my real life superpower. I make men better for the next bitch. Cause they learn all of the things what not to do with me. I make niggas better for the next bitch. So, but that's okay though. That's cool because I don't want somebody future wife to look at me and be like, bitch, you were supposed to be dating with intent and you did my nigga like this? No. I want her to be like, you know what? Thank you. You did that. Like, be gone, but you did that. Thank you. Okay? That's just, I want my future husband to be like that. I want my future husband to say, you know what? Thank you for not disrespecting my wife. That's what I want my future husband to say. Thank you, sir, for not disrespecting my wife. Dating with intention. It takes on a whole new meaning when you actually do it. I'm sorry. But before it was a lot of, I'll date. I have no intention of whatever. I don't even care. I wasn't even looking for you, motherfucker. You just popped up out of the blue. So whatever. You want to take me out, bitch. What? But it's different when it's like, okay, no. Because like this whole time I've been disrespecting the hell out of my future husband. But letting dudes like get one over on me, try to manipulate me, try to like confuse me, like no, that's just it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. And I know that I wouldn't tolerate that from a future husband. So why would I tolerate that from a nigga that I'm just dating? That doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Are people leaving? I think people are leaving work. I don't know. But whatever. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, I don't know. I just know I had a great time. That was the goal, is just to have a good time. That's it. That's not, we're not, we're not, we're not planning our wedding dress, Marissa. Marissa? We're not planning our wedding dress. We're not doing that. On back day, we're not worried about if the wedding dress is going to be backless or not. We're not worried about that. We're not matching his last name with your name because you're not changing your last name. Marissa J is Marissa J for a reason. You're not changing your last name. His last name starts with the M. M. That doesn't even make sense. Marissa. No. No. We are focused on having fun. That's it. That's it. That is it. Nice, clean fun. That's it. Stop it. Why are you worried about what your ring finger size is? Why are you worried about that? Why are you worried about that? You just met this. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. The goal is to have fun. We are having fun. We're going to go on another date tomorrow after church because, bitch, you need Jesus. Okay? All of that shit in the back of your head, you're nasty. You need Jesus. After church, we're going to go out on another date. And we're not going to match our names together with that one either. I forgot I was on live for a split second. My bad. Girl, you're fixing to bring the demons out of me. Why? Why, Matt? Matt Torrance? Matt Torrance 2900? Why? Why you finna get demonic in this bitch? Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me not. Cause we're coming back to Christ now, right? Supposed to be. We're supposed to be coming back to Jesus. So I need Jesus. So I have to go to church. And I don't listen to nobody, so I need a man. I need a man to listen to. I don't listen to no fucking body. I interrupt people. If I don't respect you, I will interrupt you. I'm a horrible person at heart, to be honest with you. I'm not that great of a human. I'm not that great of a human. But I'm trying. I understand I'm not that good of a human being. I understand where my faults are, and I'm trying to work on that. So there's that. My therapist says, my therapist says that while they say to get over a guy, you got to get under a guy, that's unhealthy, and that is how diseases get spread. Okay? Just to clarify, please have more respect for your body parts. So I'm not doing that. But to have somebody else be able to occupy your time rather than to think about the person that always occupies your time. Like you're always thinking about that person. So my therapist says, because I am literally in therapy to get over someone, that is crazy. That is nuts. That's nuts. That's crazy. I cannot get over a particular person. And so I said, I'm going to have to go to therapy. So my therapist says that when I'm able to have other people occupy my time rather than to be thinking about somebody that's not even thinking about me, then it changes something physiologically in that, I don't know. I got to figure out a better way to articulate it because I can't put it into words, but it's something, it makes you feel better. It makes you feel better about yourself and like what you're able and willing to tolerate and what you're able and willing to not tolerate, you know? Putting your foot down when it comes to boundaries, I suppose. I guess that's the way to look at it. But yeah, man, this is good. This was great. I've been on here for 49 minutes. That's crazy. I highly doubt that anybody's going to watch all the way 49 minutes on an update of a second date. Nobody's going to watch this far into it, but it's fine. For anyone that was just super fucking bored and wanted to know how my second date went, it went great. And if you're watching this on replay,
at 50 minutes and 15 seconds. Go outside and touch some grass. For real. Seriously. It's not healthy.